Good morning, everyone. It's August. It's a Saturday morning, and I am looking at my garlic plants in my raised garden bed, and some of them have died, and some of them are alive. Um, I am going to check to see if it's root rot. I have already put in some nitrogen from some liquid manure. Um, but yeah, it looks like the smaller plants are really just suffocating and dying. I have a suspicion. That one, um, there's yeah, it's being attacked as well by certain little bugs. As you can see, it's not doing well. I'm not sure if you can see these little tiny bugs everywhere. If it focuses. But look, it was an experiment. This year, raised garden bed experiment. I don't really mind. Look, it cost me a bit of money, cost me a bit of time. But let's dig in and see what's going on. So, I'm just gonna pull these garlic because clearly they're dead already. Um, and let's see what we're getting underneath. Oh, it's not breaking easily. Let me get something to dig underneath. I'm trying to look for something. It's alright, I'll just use one of these and start digging. So it's very wet underneath, and it's probably because I actually planted my garlic in compost. And I thought it would be the best thing for them. I mean, like compost, great, give them as much nutrients and organic matter as possible, but perhaps it was just way too wet and way too much that they couldn't handle it. Well, it's even gone down quite far, to be honest. I can't even can't even get to it, in all honesty. Yeah, I think it's just way too far down. Let's take a look. See, look how wet this is. I mean, honestly, I do think that. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm doing this one-handed, so you can probably tell that this is just very super wet. Sticking to my hands, it's certainly what I would call a very wet soil, and that's largely because it's not just soil; it is a lot of compost in here. So that's probably a lesson for me, actually. It's a painful one because I had high plans, big plans for this garden bed. So what am I going to do? Number one, I am going to probably mix. I'm probably going to remove at the end of the season. I'm going to remove the wood chips. Actually, I might remove them soon, just to help it with a bit of aeration and not be so wet. Number two is I'm going to look into these bugs, because these bugs are starting to attack the big plants, and if those get ruined, then I'm going to be even more sad. And number three is I might mix this in with kind of more perlite and more just natural kind of soil from my garden beds, because I put too much compost in here. Now, water retention isn't bad for some plants. So as you can see, I did the same thing with this garden bed, and it's thriving for the green leaves, the veggies. but it seems like for the garlic, it just failed. I've got some spring onion. They kind of did okay. Planted them late anyway. But yes, that's a good lesson. So if you are planning to plant garlic, make sure your garden bed isn't just 100% compost. I mean, mine wasn't 100% compost, but certainly a large majority of it was compost, and that's because I had a whole truckload, and I decided that I would just spread it around and try and put as much nutrition in here as possible. Clearly, that was a bad idea. Well, you live and you learn, and next year there's going to be another chance. So next year, let's see what happens with this bed. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you learned something, and so that you don't make the same mistakes as I do. See you in the next video.